The Last Dance. It is a cryptography challenge. The description says, to be accepted into the upper class of the Bedford Empire, you had to attend the annual Cha-Cha Ball at the High Court. Little did you know that among the many aristocrats invited, you would find a burned enemy spy. Your goal quickly became to capture him, which you succeeded in doing after putting something in his drink. Many hours passed in your agency's interrogation room, and you eventually learned important information about the enemy's agency's secret communications. Can you use what you learned to decrypt the rest of the message? So basically, they have given something related to Cha-Cha, right? So it might be confusing, but there is an encryption called Cha-Cha 20, okay? So it is a stream cipher. Stream cipher means for each character, it's giving a part of a key to actually encrypt the plain text. Okay, basically these files which we will be downloading are part of XOR encryption. Okay, so let's download it. Okay, the zip is downloaded and the password is HackTheBox. Okay, so let's open it. So this is the last.zip. So unzip it, paste the password. So we have a new directory. So cd crypto, and if you type ls, you see two files. So let's open them using mousepad. So as we expected, it is Cha-Cha 20. Okay, and they're also importing flag, and they're importing OS library. They have a function here called encrypt message. They have a function called write data, and this is the main. So this is what executes first. Even though you see all the functions defined in the beginning, only when it detects main, it will start executing this. Only when this function is called, this function will be executed, or else these will be staying idle until they are called. This is the message, and the message is saying like add this to this and to this. So basically our message will be this followed by this followed by this. So this will be our complete message variable, and then they gave a key which is a random 32 bytes character and an initialization vector which is a 12 byte character. Okay, that is also random. So they take that key and use it for the message and also for the flag. They're not changing the key, right? So they set a complete random key first, and then they are using it for the message, which is this one, and also for the flag. Next they are doing initialization vector dot hex, which means convert this variable to hex and give a new line, and encrypted message dot hex, which means convert this variable to hex and also give a new line, and encrypted flag dot hex, okay, which means convert this encrypted flag to hex characters. And finally write data, which means take this data and send it to this function. What is this function? And this function takes this data and opens this out.txt as write, so that it can write data into it, and then f.write data. So finally out.text will be given to us. So this is that out.text. So what does this out.text contain? So it contains iv.hex in the first line, encrypted message in the second line, and encrypted flag on the third line. So as you can see, this is iv, this is encrypted message, and this is encrypted flag. How to solve this? Since the key is constant, so we don't have to worry about the key. Secondly, this is the ciphertext 1, let's say, and this is plain text, which is our message. Let's say plain text 1. So let's copy this, let's paste it, let's give colors. And what is plain text 2? Plain text 2, we are thinking about flag, right? So we have to say this is the ciphertext of the flag. So we don't know the flag, right? But we know ciphertext of the flag. So what is that? This is that particular ciphertext, which is our flag. And we know that it is using Cha-Cha 20. And Cha-Cha 20 uses XOR encryption to XOR this plain text and ciphertext using this key. It looks like plain text XOR with key equals to ciphertext, and similarly plain text 2 XOR with key will give ciphertext 2. We know that key is constant, right? So what we can do is, in order to get the key, you have to say plain text 1 XOR with ciphertext. So this is how it usually happens, right? And you also know that key equals to plain text 2, XOR it with ciphertext 2. So basically this one is equals to this one, right? So we already found out that. So what did we do to get the key? We sent this plain text to the other side and then said XOR it with the ciphertext, right? So similarly, what we want here is this plain text 2 because this is flag, right? So in order to get this plain text 2, we do the same thing. We send this ciphertext to the other side and XOR it. So now it can become plain text 1 XOR ciphertext 1 XOR ciphertext 2. So we'll use this same thing to apply for these variables, right? How do we do it? This plain text 2 is flag, plain text 1 is message. You know that ciphertext 1 and ciphertext 2 are ciphertext 1 and ciphertext 2. Okay, so I'll just copy and paste it over here. So let's go to CyberChef and use XOR 2 times. So usually we give a plain text and the key to get the ciphertext, right? So similarly we give the message here. So let's give that message. This will be our message. So let's give it here, and instead of the key, in the same format, plain text dot key. So this time we'll give the ciphertext. Okay, so let's give the ciphertext. This is the ciphertext for the message. Paste it here, and XOR. What do you need? You need ciphertext 2, right? So what is ciphertext 2? Ciphertext 2 is this one. Let's go back. Let's paste it here, and boom, we got the flag. So understanding stream ciphers is simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.